Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about advanced quests and how to capitalize on those PSE bursts, as well as how to trigger them more often. So what exactly is an advanced quest? So when you come to Rebecca over here, you talk to her, go to subquest, and normally you would just click on advanced quest. However, currently we have an event going on where we can go to Amplified Quest, and you can see on the Amplified Quest on the bottom right over here, you'll see that you can increase your rare drop rate by 150% and also increase the EXP gained by 150%. So if we just go to Amplified Quest over here and you'll see, for example, I want to do Abandoned Mine. You're going to see right here the rare drop rate is increased by 150% and my EXP earned is increased by 250%. And this is just base stat. So if I use any boosters such as a tribe booster, an EXP booster, as well as my alliance buff, I can increase my EXP gain significantly, and thus I'll be able to level up super duper fast. However, just running through advanced quests or amplified quests isn't going to net you that much EXP. The majority of the EXP you're actually going to be getting is through PSE bursts, and I'll be showing you examples on that on my second monitor now. So you can see right here we are just started the abandoned mines. We're just running, and I'm going to show you once we get a PSE burst what happens. Please ignore Mars with his silly code distractions. But we're going to be hitting a PSE burst very soon. And boom, we have hit a PSE burst. So when you hit a PSE burst, what you want to do is you want to angle your back towards the exit or the next level, because that means that the mobs cannot spawn behind you. Like where I position myself right now isn't ideal, and you'll soon see that I reposition myself. Also, don't forget to use your summons whenever they're available. And you're going to see right here, I've repositioned myself so that the mobs can't spawn behind me, and thus I only need to aim forward. And to make this even better, what I'm going to be showing you is a small trick so that I don't need to hold down my left mouse button. If you hold down your attack key, which is mouse 1 in my case since I play with keyboard and mouse and not with controller, when you alt tab, you'll be able to watch a YouTube video, do whatever you need to do, and your character in-game will continuously shoot forward. And the nice thing about PSO2 is when you're shooting with a launcher or with a bow or with a gun, you'll cover everything in a 180-degree angle. So here I'm about to do it again. I'm shooting, I'm holding down my left click, and then I alt tab, and then I minimize. I don't alt tab back in, I minimize whatever I alt tabbed into, and thus my character is now auto shooting. I don't need to do anything. And you'll see that my character will automatically aim at a 180 degree. Oh yeah, there's me, right? Yeah. So this is a voiceover, by the way, for those who don't know. But yeah, so that was just me showing you that, hey, no hands. So this way you can keep shooting forward while you do other things, like, you know, maybe you're watching Netflix at the side, maybe you're playing a mobile game or something. But do make sure that you're actually sitting in front of your computer. Don't just walk away and leave it like that. Also, you can't type. If you type, you will automatically fall down. As you can see here, I'm trying to tell everyone that I'm going to record this for a VHAQ guide. And now I have to go do this again. I'm going to Alt-Tab, I minimize my VPN, and I'm good to go again. And right here, you see, we're just shooting. Any mobs that spawn in front of me at 180 degrees will automatically be locked on. And you can see that I still didn't move far enough back because mobs are still spawning behind me, but it's not a big deal. I'm still able to keep shooting and increase the PSE burst. So I think you guys get the idea. As we can see on the video, this goes on for quite some time. You know, we're still hitting it. You can see me over here. I just gave up and I just kind of ended up playing my phone game. You can see here that the time's run out, and I'm looking up. I'm like, oh, look, I wonder if we're going to get one more. Oh, we get one more. I'm like, okay, back to my phone game, and I sit back and relax. We're going to keep fast forwarding, and hopefully this one's the one that ends. No, we get one more again. Yep, we get one more again, and I continue playing my phone game. Fast forward, and it ends. All right, so that was like 9 minutes of PSE burst or something. So that's pretty cool. And we're going to keep fast forwarding to the next PSE burst. Remember, this is all in the same run. So over here, this is on the second map. We get another PSE burst very soon. Yep, here we go. We get chance of PSE burst and we proc it. However, there is a problem with the positioning here. and that is there aren't many mobs around here and they haven't spawned. And so even though I do set myself up for success with the launcher and everything, we don't extend the PSE burst. You can see over here that the PSE burst will only last 40 or so seconds. You can see here I'm alt-tabbing again so that I don't need to hold down the click button. And we're going to fast forward a little bit, 20 seconds. I'm playing my phone game again. And let's see, 5 seconds, 4. I think it ends right here. 2, 1, and 0. And the reason it ended so quickly was because 1, I didn't use my summon, and 2, there just wasn't that many mobs spawning. So this is a bad example of how to do a PSE burst, while the first one was a good example. So I'm going to show you another example on the next map that we do, because this one is pretty much done. We just go off and kill the boss. So this is the second PSE burst that we do, and this is on Underground Shafts. Underground Shafts isn't a very good map to do PSE bursts, but we got very lucky, and on the first map, like near the very end, we got a PSE burst. So you can see that I'm aiming 180 degrees in front, right? So that means all the mobs are going to be grouped up in this little choke point, so that's great. I'll be able to hit them. And even if they spawn all the way here at the far left, I'll still be able to hit them as well because of the auto aim system. So basically I'm just leaving my character here, blasting things away while playing my phone game or watching Netflix or doing something else, but I'm still physically in front of my computer. Please don't do this and then just like get up and walk away, because if you do that, you know, sometimes the PSE burst might end and so forth and so on, and you know, you might screw over your teammates. Keep in mind that I also use my summon whenever I can, because it does increase the chances of extending the cross burst or the PSE burst. And the reason I keep alt-tabbing is again so that I don't need to hold down left mouse button, so that I can keep shooting. And yeah, we're just gonna keep shooting, boom, 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 until everything dies. And this goes on for a long time. So we're gonna fast forward. Is it gonna end here? I wonder. Nope, it gets extended again, and oh, and it ended. Okay, so that PSE burst lasted for about like 3 minutes there, but I mean, overall, not too bad. Now I'll show you one more example of a bad PSE burst. So over here will be an example of a bad PSE burst. We're in a very tight quarter area, which is good, but the thing is, we're all spread apart. If you pay attention to the minimap, you see all 4 of us are all spread out, so the monsters aren't going to all spawn in one area. Another thing is, we just don't know where to stand, and thus this PSE burst doesn't get extended because we just don't know where's a good spot in order to set up shop, basically. And so this one ends horribly. So we're going to move on to the next one. So here we have a chance of a PSE burst, and over here is the most ideal one. And you're going to see very soon why. So we proc the PSE burst, and originally I should have just stayed in this spot, but I moved because I saw that everyone was using their summons over here. I'm really retarded and I'm not able to join them to summon it. And I tried to set up shop here. Here is not a good spot. The reason for that is because I've got these pillars over here. You see this pillar right here? It's blocking the damage, and then I've got mobs spawning on the left side, on the right side over here. I've also got mobs that can spawn behind me, and so this is just not a good spot to stand. And you'll notice that I'm just like, wait a second, I'm not getting many kills. Wait a second, there's a mob right under me. And so I realized that this is not a good spot, and I need to relocate myself or reposition myself. And where I'm going to go is where Mars is right now, my back right against the wall, and right here. This is the most ideal situation, because keep in mind I'm shooting at a 180 degree angle, so I can shoot everything in front of me. And when I'm aiming straight down the middle here, I'm able to hit some crazy mobs, like all the way on the far left, on the far right. The auto aim does everything for me. You can see I immediately start shooting far right because there's mobs over here. I was shooting far left earlier. I'm shooting everything down the middle. And this PSE burst lasts forever. So you can see we're at the 10-minute mark, and then let's just fast forward. We're at 12 minutes now, 13 minutes, fast forward, 14 minutes, fast forward, 15 minutes, and then we get an extension, I believe, right here. Yeah, we got another extension. So we're at 15 minutes, 16 minutes. All right, 16 minutes over here, and basically it's gonna end now, I think. So it's like roughly 7 minutes of PSE bursts. Yep, there we go. Yeah, exactly, 7 minutes of PSE bursts-ish. And yeah, it's pretty insane. Just insane, just shooting, shooting, shooting. And don't worry about the Meseta. The Meseta will not despawn. When you see Meseta disappear, it's because they clump together. If there's too much Meseta on the ground, they'll clump together and they'll increase the value. So you can see I'm picking up all this Meseta. There's a bunch of them that's like 600, 700, there's 1,000. And the reason for that is because there's just so much Meseta on the ground that they'll just stick together and they'll combine. And so there's no worries about missing out on Meseta during a PSE burst. And now we're just going to run over and go off to kill the final boss. And now you guys are probably wondering, hey Kero, you had that launcher. Is that launcher any powerful? And the answer is no. It literally is just a regular Sigma launcher, has not been augmented, has not been enhanced, is a level 1 Sigma launcher. It doesn't even have any good affixes. It's got range resistance +3, right? So you don't need any insane gear to do it. And this is how you're able to level up some subclasses. So you can see over here, I got my bouncer to level 35 just by doing that. There are faster ways to do it, but you know, this is just like the lazy man's way. But more importantly, I want to show you in my material storage, let me show you how many badges I got. Over here, Rising Weapon Badge 3, I have 239. 239 badges out of like 3 runs. So it's so good. This is a great way to get a ton of your Rising Weapon Badge 3s. Remember my video 2 days ago where I said that you need 600 of those? I thought it might be really painful to farm for 600 of those, but no, it's not painful at all. If you're using the method of how I just showed you, where you just get into a PSE burst, set up shop, and just AFK, you're gonna get a ton of these Rising Weapon Badge 3s, which you can break down in order to get your Rising Weapon Badge 2s, and then get your full Circ Ray set and get a Ray Weapon to +35. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.
What can I say except you're welcome, for the heals, the boosts, the res.